There's something unique about Madagascar where it feels like time hasn't touched so much of the country. From the landscape to the plants and the animals, like you're seeing things that you're not going to see anywhere else in the world. The people of Madagascar, they're just people, and they love to play, they love humor, they love sports. There's a lot of laughter in their culture.
Madagascar is like the third poorest country in the world. I had this dream, like to become a teacher and to have toilet inside of my house when I grow up. We had to go in the forest when you want to go to a toilet. When it gets rain, we have to cut banana leaves to bring with us, kind of an umbrella. It's really hard life.
I was originally struck by Pastor Jean's story when I first got to know him. When we became friends, he would share a lot of stories about what his childhood was like.
I was 7 years old when my dad decided to live in a village far away from the town of Ihus. We had to walk these 5 days non-stop to get to the village. You have to go to this place 30 kilometers away to have a sense of real school. The most hard experience for myself was like the villages where I went for this school. I have no mom at home. I don't live with my dad, so I was on my own with brothers and some friend living in one room. So it's very difficult, very difficult. So in this situation for me, away from your parents, I was thinking of myself, no difference between my situation and orphan children, because there's no adult responsible of your life guiding you and caring for you and anything like that. So if you have nobody to take care of you in your young age, in your child, and that's you consider it as an orphan.
The difficulty they're having in providing for their families. I mean, you see the adults and the children working together to survive.
If you ask them, so can you take care of a child? They said, yes, of course. It's not because they can't take care of a child, because they want to use the child for their benefit.
Metaponovndrona casa tatanatang filafanchech. Rias tamnizo foptat nanundrak nantau shishki. Rias nitstamozo foptat nanundrak yanana.
It's really what they do is to exploit the children. So they must work hard for me because I'm giving them a meal. There is no consideration of like human value or human right for that children anymore. My vision for House of Hope Madagascar is to help orphan children and poor children to become a leader of our country. Give them a good education and also stick on their faith in Jesus Christ.
John Frederick, he's from Shamban. They are very poor there. He worked so hard there because he didn't study. He didn't go to school.
His mom was pregnant of him when the dad left. What they have there inside of the house is almost nothing in there, even no bed, just mat. They sit on they sleep on the mat.
And sometimes they had nothing to eat. Just they drank water and they slept.
Salamu.
He likes helping others. You always see him helping in a kitchen, You always see him helping in a dining room because we have to sweep it. So in my own perspective, he has a serving heart. But apart from that, as a child, he also likes doing things with his friends, and mostly football. He likes playing football. The idea of bringing them at House of Hope to have a home they have never had.
They are well just here, and they are healthy.
Ishak malutam shasha. Zavatra tena ngeza tena niafaka tato moza fopa ni lama. Ayata aminay simba mihina hena matetika zao fa isaky fety avao mihina hena. Avy moza fopa petita mihina hena avao. Ny zavatra tena mahafaly anahy satria miaraka amin'ny raha vaviko. Raha misy raha mampalahelo anahy dia mety mba hanampy anahy izy.
Armin and Arvelin has a mom, but when the mom was pregnant of a twin and the dad disappeared, she decided to go to find a new chance of life and left the twin with the grandmother.
They worked too hard every day. They wake up in the early morning to work at the field. They plant, and after that they fetch water. They sell something on the road to feed themselves.
They want to send the daughter to get married because they want to be benefited by that. Unfortunately, it can be 13 years old. And I have seen a girl sent to get married at the age of 13 years old and got pregnant and almost died because her body was not prepared to give birth yet. In the case of Armin and Arvelin, their family would send them, like in a year from now, they would send them to get married.
They feel so safe and healthy.
Now they are helping the caretakers, taking care of the children, making sure that the younger ones go to school with their hair nice.
They are already leaders here.
They are playing the role of big sister for the other girls. To give love and to care, to have people they can call parents, mom and dad. That's very important for them. This is also has something to do with spiritual life, who they are and who they will be actually. They live as a living testimony of Christ, of the love of God. So Albert is from the same village with Jean-Frédéric. But Albert, his mom has a mental illness and he doesn't have a dad. People asking them to do everything for them because it's easier to ask somebody in his situation to do things for you than a child that have mother and father around. Albert was very quiet when first arrived at House of Hope. I think he was a bit confused because of a change from the village to House of Hope. Big difference. You show them this is your own cupboard and They could see many things there, even some clothes to change when the other one is dirty. They didn't have that in a village. Albert said, "Is this really for us, or you just can't use it?" And I told him, "Yeah, it's yours. It's yours. We gave it to you." He is also one of those kids that always participate in our worship time by reading Bible verse. Like we ask, like, who wants to read Bible verse? He always stand and with his small Bible and read. One of the problem here is lack of good education. This is real here in Madagascar, the access to school and to training, anything related to a better future. That's the only way for us to break the cycle of poverty in Madagascar.
Tena niova tamin'ny fiainako, lasa nahay raha hafa taminay sy mahay raha. Resaky tiako atao. Resaky français, anglais. Sy mba nianana sy anglais zao anay taminay ta. Avy eo toy asavy nalala good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Lasa nahay matematika. Raha ny tena tiako ny niaraka tamin'ny House of Hope tato mba ho tafita mba hagnavitra ny ray aman-dreniko.
We teach them daily to understand that they are at House of Hope because God chose them. And God chose them for at least a reason. And that reason is to change the lives of the other children in the area and to change what is happening in our country also. And I do believe that I will still see in my lifetime children from House of Hope to be one of the leaders of our country. That's my belief. I cannot go back to my childhood and change my story, but with God's help, I can change the story of the children who are in the situation like what I was during my childhood.
Anay isaky ny alina da fagnotany iny zavatra tianao atao, da hoe anao rasage. Da ilay chambre raiky ao, vita be anay manao rasage, raha sy raiky avao i police da ny tiako zao lefa lehibe anao gendarme. Anao pilote, mireo mandeha andafy. Tsara be ny trano, ny fandriana, ny almoara, ny école anay. Mivavaka tsara hoandreo. Ny fanohanako andreo da hiana tsara dia vavaka tsara da tahian'Andriamanitra ianareo. We want to break that circle of poverty by giving a chance for the children from those backgrounds, training or forming leaders for our country in the future. That's our goal.
And to do that, we need to expand. We need more land, we need more buildings, but we need help. We need partners. We need financial partners. We need people who have generous hearts, willing hearts, cheerful givers, I like to say. The needs of House of Hope right now, you could kind of categorize it in two areas. We've got the daily needs, meaning the operating costs, everything that it takes to help a child survive and thrive. So as a child sponsorship is donated, that money helps with these monthly operating costs. So now we also, we talk about what we call a vision partnership, a donation that goes towards the grander vision of House of Hope Madagascar. The vision costs will help with expansion, with buying more land, with then building and developing that land, talking about drilling more wells for water, expanding electrical options with solar panels and batteries, and just all of this is included in what we talk about the vision needs. It's amazing just what's happened in these past few years, but I can't wait to see all that God is doing in these coming years.
Lefa tafita iata manampy andreo. Mba tena nitanjona koa mba sambo tafita aby anay. Tiako mba ho tonga amin'ny tanjona irinay aby.
God has proven to me now that there's nothing too big for him.